So I'm standing here at the Gloria Dei Gardens right here on our grounds. And it's not much of a garden, is it? If you're like me, in the fall you look around at gardens and your lawn and everything else and you say, can anything ever grow and turn green again? But we know the truth of it, that it will change and it will turn in time, but right now it doesn't seem possible. You know, in the scriptures, we encounter Jesus in the garden time after time after time, again and again and again. It is precisely the place where death and new life, a garden is where death and new life happen simultaneously, consistently, all the time. And that's going to be the theme of our 3 days this year, Monday, Thursday, Good Friday, and Easter Vigil. 3 days in the garden. Why don't you come with me? The 3 days. It's like one worship service in 3 parts. And it starts on April 6th, Monday, Thursday. We will gather in this space, and this space will be transformed into a garden, like a garden courtyard. And we'll gather and we'll sit around tables and we will share baskets of bread, jugs of wine and juice, and we will enjoy one another's company as the disciples did in that upper room all those years ago. We will celebrate in this garden. We will experience the life of one another as we consider the love that Christ first showed us. But the night it ends at the Garden of Gethsemane, the place where Jesus is handed over to the authorities. Then it continues into the very next day. And we take a break and then we get into Good Friday and we reconvene here on April 7th at 7 p.m. and we'll be in this space, and the space will be transformed. It will be stark. It will be more like a garden in the late fall as everything is being harvested and there is nothing left to give. As we consider the crucifixion of the Christ. Death is a part of life, and we journey with Christ through this part, and we see a little bit of our story in his story. And then we'll take a break, and then we'll return here on Saturday, April 8th for Easter Vigil. Now, Easter Vigil is one of the oldest services in the history of the church. And we have reimagined it. And so we will gather outside a garden tomb where the body of the Christ has been laid. We will begin the worship experience outside by a fire as we light a fire and we light candles. And then we will make our way into this space. We will have an evening of storytelling and drama and video and music. And we will be community. And we will wait in the darkness. And we will wait until that first peak of new light happens, that just a little bit of light that shows new life, and then all of a sudden we will have the very first celebration of Easter, of resurrection, of new life, and it will happen in the garden outside of an empty tomb. We'll discover that that tomb has been empty for some time, and so we will celebrate. And then, of course, the next day on April 9th, we'll have Easter worship services all day long. But those 3 days, April 6th, 7th, and 8th, one worship service in 3 parts in the evenings at 7 o'clock on Thursday and Friday, 7:30 for Easter Vigil in the evening, and then 11:30. We'll also have daytime Monday, Thursday, and Good Friday services as well. Let's walk this path. Let's see how the garden transforms from death to new life. Let's wait and see the first shoots of new life that happen and that emerge and that will soon surround us everywhere. Please come.